Hello everyone. In this particular video, we are going to study about the CORO 2016, its applicability and the clauses. CORO 2016 is applicable to all the companies, including foreign company, but the CORO 2016 is not applicable to the following companies. The non-applicability can be easily remembered through an acronym possible, where the O stands for one person company, S stands for small company, another S stands for Section 8 company, I stands for insurance company, and B stands for banking company. The L and the E shall be left blank. Finally, the P stands for private company, subject to the following three conditions. The turnover during the relevant period should be less than or equal to 10 crores, and the paid up capital and the reserves and surplus shall be less than or equal to 1 crore, and the borrowing shall be less than or equal to 1 crore. Here, the relevance of the any date is the subsequent repayment of the borrowings during the relevant period shall be ignored. Okay, now let us see the easier way to remember the clauses through the memory technique. The credits of all the memory techniques shall goes to CA N-Orthy Laguthy ma'am. Try to remember the following sentence in order to remember all the 16 clauses of the CORO 2016. Fill the column of date of departure of the evening flight MNR PNR. Let me tell the sentence once again. Fill the column of date of departure of the evening flight MNR PNR. The F stands for fixed asset, I stands for inventory, L stands for loans to section 189 parties, another L stands for loans covered under section 185 and 186, D stands for deposits, C stands for cost records, D stands for dues, the statutory dues, another D stands for dues, the repayment of dues, E stands for end use of money raised, F stands for fraud. The second portion of the sentence, MNR PNR stands for managerial remunerations, Nidhi company, related party, preferential allotment, non-cash transactions, and finally registration with RBI. Okay guys, now let us see the specific points for each of the clauses. Before that, please remember, answer to any of the CORO questions should be in the form of paragraph. Clause 1. Fixed asset, the following points shall be covered. Proper records showing the quantity and the situation details shall be maintained. Physical verification of the assets shall be made at least once in a year in case of any material discrepancy, whether they have been properly held in the books of account, whether the title deeds of the assets are held in the name of the company. Clause 2. Inventory, the following points shall be covered. Physical verification of the inventory shall be made at least once in a year. In case of any material discrepancy, the same shall be properly dealt in the books of accounts. Clause 3. Loans to section 189 parties. The following points shall be covered. Whether the terms and conditions of the loans are prejudicial to the company, whether the repayment schedules are stipulated, whether the debts are outstanding for more than 90 days from the due date. In such case, whether reasonable steps have been taken to recover the same. Clause 4. Loans, investment, guarantee and securities. The following points shall be covered. Whether the provision of section 185 and 186 have been complied with. Clause 5. The deposits from public. The following points shall be covered. Whether the company has complied with the RBI directions, the provision of section 73 to 76 in case of any contravention, whether the orders of RBI, National Company Law Tribunal and Company Law Board have been complied with. Clause 6. The cost records. The following points shall be covered. Whether the company is required to maintain cost records under section 148. If yes, whether the cost records have been made and maintained. Clause 7. The statutory dues. In case of undisputed statutory dues, the following points shall be covered. Whether the company is regular in depositing the statutory dues. Details of outstanding statutory dues for more than 6 months on the balance sheet date. That is, all of the statutory dues that are outstanding from on or before 30th September of the financial year. In case of disputed statutory dues, the following shall be covered. The amount involved and the forum in which it is pending. Clause 8. The repayment of dues. the following points shall be covered. Whether the company has defaulted in the repayment of dues to bank, financial institutions, government and the debenture holders. If yes, the amount and the period of default shall be mentioned. Clause 9. The end use of money raised. The following points shall be covered. The amount raised from initial public offer, further public offer, including debt, the term loan, whether they have been utilized for the purpose for which it has been raised. Clause 10. The fraud. The following shall be reported. Fraud on the company, by the company, fraud by any of its officers or employees of the company, whether noticed or reported during the period. If yes, the nature and the amount of fraud shall be reported. Clause 11. The managerial remuneration. The following points shall be reported. Whether the provision of section 197 and the schedule 5 has been complied with. Clause 12. Nidhi company. The following points shall be reported. Whether the Nidhi company is maintaining the net own funds to deposit ratio of 1:20. Whether the 10% of unencumbered term deposit has been maintained. Clause 13. The related party transaction. The following shall be reported. Whether the provision of section 177 and 188 have been complied with. Whether the disclosure have been made as per applicable financial reporting framework. Clause 14. Preferential allotment. The following points shall be reported. Whether the provision of section 42 have been complied with. Whether the money raised has been utilized for the purpose for which it has been raised. Clause 15. The non-cash transaction. The following shall be reported. Whether the company has entered into any non-cash transaction with the directors. If yes, whether the provision of section 192 have been complied with. Last and the final clause. Clause number 16. Registration with RBI. The following points shall be reported. Whether the company is required to register under section 45IA of RBI Act. If yes, whether the registration has been obtained. Okay friends, I will share the today's lecture in PDF form in the Telegram channel. The link of the Telegram channel is given in the description. If you want to download the PDF file, you can download it from there. Okay friends, I will see you in the next video.